KEVN Black Hills Fox welcomes you to the Festival of Lights Parade, brought to you in part by Coca-Cola Bottling Company, High Country, and Black Hills Energy.
I'm Jack KOTA. We are here at the 25th Festival of Lights Parade here in downtown Rapid City. With me is Connie Olsen, the chair of the parade, and the parade just about ready to start. Is this an exciting time, a stressful time? How is this for you as we're just about here?
Thanks. I absolutely love the Festival of Lights Parade. This has been a family tradition of my family for years and years, and I'm just thrilled to be a part of it. And as I've watched the floats start to line up, I know that they're all excited, and we've got a great lineup of floats this year. So yeah, I think it's an exciting time.
Now this started as a Leadership Rapid City project with Sue McCormick and Carol Brown.
Correct.
Way back in the day. They did it for a lot of years. You're doing it now. How has this parade kind of evolved and changed over the years here?
Well, it was the class of 1996, Leadership Rapid City class that started it. And I know that Carol and Sue put in a lot of work, but I think the entire class did a lot of work in the early years in making this a great parade. They created a great framework for me so that when I took over, I was able to move forward with what they had already created. So this isn't a kind of an event, though, that involves a lot of people in the community. There's a lot of logistics to having a parade at night in the winter with the lights shut off. And I just really appreciate all who go through the work of making it possible.
So what does it take behind the scenes? You're the chair, but you've got a lot of people doing a lot of things here leading up to the parade and on parade night. What all goes on behind the scenes to make this happen?
There is a lot that goes on. We actually start planning for next year's parade as soon as this one's over. So, I would say that first of all, getting the volunteers is a big ordeal. Takes a lot of people to put on a parade like this, making sure that our route is secure and that it's a safe, fun event. Also, we work a lot with the police department. There are just so many logistics that they are involved in that I'm not even aware of. But also a lot of work by those that are entering in the parade. They put in a lot of hours in making sure that their floats and their entries are top notch.
Now you're talking about this being a long-time tradition for you. What is it you think that makes this parade so special for people here?
Well, I do think that this is a time to really kick off the Christmas season. It's a time that families can come together or groups of people. It's time that they run into their friends downtown. We are a small community, and when you come to the parade, you run into somebody It's just a great time to spend time together and start the holiday season.
Now we've had some of the traditional floats coming back this year.
Yeah.
Looking down the list of what's coming, the Singing Johns are back. That has been a favorite for a long time here.
It is a great float, and I know that they took a couple years off, and people ask about them each and every year, so I'm glad that they're coming back, and that's Northwest Pipe's entry this year. So yes, I'm glad to have them back. We have some others that are really, really good. We've got a couple horse animal units this year. They do a great job of getting the horses lit up and managing them. I would imagine there takes some real talent to manage horses that are in a strange environment with a lot of people, and they do a very good job of controlling those animals, but making sure it's a festive entry. We have Live It Up that'll have some dance things going on. We've got just a lot of really unique entries this year.
Now you work with YFS, and YFS hosts Santa every year. Is that the case again this year?
Yes, Santa will be visiting Youth and Family Services. That is actually a project that we started with Ellsworth Air Force Base. Santa comes and brings gifts for all of our children in our Child Development Center. They do a phenomenal job of making sure that all of our preschool, infant, and toddler children are taken care of. And then employees from the U.S. Postal Service also buy gifts for all of our school-age kids. So the holidays are a hectic and busy time for families. Families that are maybe living in crisis or a little bit on the edge, or maybe dealing with some issues, have a harder time. So whatever we can do to help brighten the holidays for them and to make this season joyful is what we want to do. So
now, having a parade in this area at the end of November, you're at the mercy of the weather out here. Not too bad tonight.
Not too bad.
It's a little chilly, but we don't have the wind and we don't have the snow. So
yes, and that has not always been the case. So no, I think that the weather gods looked favorably upon us this year. So yes, it's nice weather. I hope that everybody makes it down and enjoys the parade.
All right, great. Enjoy the parade, and
Thank you,
I
Jack.
think it's going to be another good one this year.
I think
Very
it will
excited
be too.
for it.
Yeah, I think it will be a great parade.
Connie Olsen, thank you for coming by.
Thanks, Jack.
Going to be a great parade, and it's another preview of that parade. Cody Dennis standing by down on the street. Cody?
Thank you, guys. I'm here with Chelsea, and I have to ask first off, are you excited for the event today?
Oh yes, most definitely. I haven't been to a parade since forever. It's been since I was a little girl.
And when's the last time you went? I guess is a better question to ask.
Shoot, since I was a little girl. You'd have to ask my aunt the last time we came to one of these. It's been quite some time.
Yeah, that sounds like a while.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to tonight?
The creativity of the floats and stuff. I'm kind of interested in what's gonna drive on by.
Was there anything that brought you this year?
My family, my auntie, definitely. I'm a homebody, so they got me out of the house and had me down here in bracing the cold with them. So.
That's fair. Anything else you want to add for us?
Just want to say hi to everybody, happy holidays, and Merry Christmas.
Awesome. Back to you guys.
All right, Connie Olsen, thank you very much for coming by. Thank you for joining us. Again, stay tuned. The parade is on the way. You're going to enjoy it. Welcome to the 25th Festival of Lights Parade here in downtown Rapid City. I'm Jack Cotto here, joined by Juliana Alford tonight. Great to have you with us for your first Festival of Lights Parade.
Yes.
So kind of exciting for you as well.
I'm pretty excited. I see them coming this way, so I'm feeling pretty festive. And our Cody Dennis is down on the street. Let's see what's going on with him.
Thanks, guys. So I'm here with a couple people from the VFW you might remember. We've got Santa and Mrs. Claus, and we've also got Kat Pica, the quartermaster here. So we're right before the Festival of Lights Parade, and I've been asking everyone, what's your favorite float in the parade?
It changes every year. Absolutely, they're all great, but every year there's a standout that's different than the rest.
Right, that's fair. What about y'all?
Well, this is the first time that second year that we're gonna see the parade, and it's just beautiful, and I can't tell you what would be favorite because they're all great.
Yeah, that's fair as well. Any for you?
Same thing. It's just such a wonderful event, and the township and everybody comes out to support it, and it's a wonderful time.
Absolutely. Anything else about the event that you guys like?
All the people
Yeah,
bundling up, staying warm.
that makes sense. Anything you want to share? Merry Christmas, maybe a happy holidays?
Merry Christmas.
Absolutely. Back to y'all, back at the station.
All right, thank you, Cody. And again, lots of great things coming up here at the Festival of Lights Parade. This started originally as a project of the Leadership Rapid City Group. Many years ago, Sue McCormick and Carol Brown, then they took the parade over, ran that for a long time, and again, kind of transformed over. We talked to Connie Olsen a little bit ago. She is now the chair of the parade. And again, as we take a look, as the parade getting going here in downtown Rapid City, as always, the color guard leading things off through downtown Rapid City Police, and the honor guard following them with the American flag and the South Dakota flag there as well on a cool, cold night, but we've had much colder nights down here. We've had a lot of wind, we've had snow, so this is kind of a nice night to be outside down here in downtown Rapid City. The United Way of the Black Hills is going to be the Grand Marshal this year, and we see them with their Live United signs. United Way of the Black Hills leads this year's parade. John Cass wants to remind us that through livelihoods and resilience, they connect people to possibilities to improve lives here in the Black Hills. And leading off with the Grinch out there.
I love The Grinch. One of my favorite movies. Next, it looks like we are going to see Mayor Jason Solomon and Visit Rapid City with their trolley. I know they just started this trolley this year. They want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, all from Mayor Jason Solomon. He is aboard the City View trolley, decorated with white lights, wreaths, and banners. They look pretty festive to me.
Absolutely. They're followed by the Pennington County Sheriff's Office old-time jail wagon. The wagon is a replica of what would have been used by law enforcement more than 100 years ago. The wagon was a gift from a local couple and was restored by Doug Hansen of Letcher. Riley Kammerer is driving the horse team tonight. The two Percherons are named Laverne and Shirley.
And it looks like right behind them, it's the Pennington County Sheriff's Office. I love their red and blue lights, but I'm sure you could see that any time of year.
And that's the South Dakota Highway Patrol you just saw. They encourage everyone during this driving holiday season, use safe driving practices, use seat belts, and don't drink and drive. And that takes us to the Rapid City Fire Department. That is the fire truck, Engine 4. The Rapid City Fire Department encourages everyone to have a very safe holiday season.
And it looks like the float coming up is the Black Hills Energy. Looks like they're getting pretty festive up there, dancing around pretty loud. Powering up the holiday spirit, they have 15 volunteers that help build this float over 2 weeks of their service. They have over 10,000 lights, which is pretty exciting. And they chose the theme to highlight how they power homes over the holidays, which I can definitely see.
And they should know, if anybody knows electricity, it is Black Hills Energy. Lots of power out there on that float. Coca-Cola High Country is up next. Their big red truck has not missed a single parade over the past 25 times it was held. The Coca-Cola team comes together to decorate the truck with thousands of lights and features the famous Coca-Cola polar bear. And that polar bear first appeared in the first commercial back in 1993.
It looks like behind it, it's the Ponderosa Smiles, and all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. 15 people spent about 20 hours on this float, 16 long float with over 5,000 lights. They use steel and welded the tree and handrails, and they have tables for the moving teeth.
And Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine and Surgical, Black Hills Surgical Hospital, specializing in keeping you moving through the holidays. The Grinch hurt his knee trying to steal Christmas, so we went to Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center, needed surgery, and will be back in Whoville soon. The float and theme were created in the parking lot. They decided on a team of horses and wagon, and Max the Skeleton volunteered to drive the team.
And right behind it, it looks like the Stronger Families Together, Why Not You? We have the Christmas Candyland, they have Pink Gingerbread House, and a family of 5 gingerbread people. A game of Candyland is there with their game pieces, a fun bridge, large lollipops, gumdrops, candy canes, and lots of snow. And it definitely looks like it.
Absolutely. Can't have Christmas without candy.
No, and I love Candyland. It's one of my favorite games.
I love candy, period. Aspen Ridge Lawn and Landscape is up next. Their theme this year, Winter Woodland Cooking, and the elves are cooking on the Big Green Egg in an aspen tree grove. You see that grill out there right in the middle. Hey, that'd be great, generating some heat out here tonight.
Yeah, it definitely looks nice and toasty. I wonder what they're making on it. This is Global United Christmas by the Fire. They're sitting by the fire in the fireplace with the tree, all ago listening to Christmas stories. Oh, that looks very nice and toasty.
Oh man, they've got an actual fire out there.
Yeah.
So,
especially telling Christmas stories.
a lot to be said for that at this time of year. Keeping warm out here at the Festival of Lights Parade. That takes us to Rapid City BMX. Merry Grinchmas from Rapid City BMX. They're using their signature big racing bike, the Grinch, stealing the town's presence and heading towards Mount Crumpet. Cindy Lou Who is next to him on the sleigh, reminding him of the joy and happiness of the Christmas season. About 25 volunteers, parents, and riders spent about 40 hours building out of the BMX track. The custom-built 8x4 sleigh lit up with red Christmas lights, being pulled by their BMX bike, and the BMX bike riders trailing the float wearing wrap-lit presents to represent presents falling off the tree. Each rider is wrapped in Christmas paper with rope to make a backpack-like structure with lights.
Well, I definitely hope that Grinch doesn't steal our Christmas tree.
And one of those rolling through, popping a pretty nice wheelie out there.
Yeah. Next is South Dakota UTVs rocking into Christmas. Off-road UTVs with Christmas-themed decorations, and they definitely look very festive. I've never seen a UTV decorated like that before.
They got a nice line of those out here, and you see the one out front pulling the lit Christmas trees, and then it looks like we have got a lot of UTVs.
Yeah.
You see more of those running around the hills here, kind of becoming a kind of a cottage industry here in the Black Hills, getting out riding the trails around the area.
Those are pretty fun. I've driven around in one before.
I have not done that, so I got to get out there and do that one of these times.
That would be exciting. Definitely to see the Black Hills too. It's very beautiful out here.
And looks like we got, probably well more than a dozen of those rolling out in the parade this year.
There's so many. I didn't know you could decorate them. So I love the Christmas tree on the back of that one.
So Black Hills UTV is becoming a big part of the parade this year here at the Festival of Lights in downtown Rapid City. And the Children's Home Society is up next, and their theme, Children's Gnome Society. The two gnome families gathered together represent the families and children they serve here in the community.
Definitely looks very, very festive. Although it's cold out, everyone definitely has their holiday spirit up. Which I
Got a lot
love.
of people out there rolling through that.
Yeah, they're little gnomes. Is that gnomes? Are those
Those are gnomes. G-N-O-M-E gnomes. All right, got a little gap in the parade here. So Juliana, what do you think so far? This is your first time here?
I love it. Like I said earlier, although it is really cold out, everyone still seems to be in the holiday spirit. I love that the snow cleared up so more people could come down here and experience this.
Yes, better tonight than last night.
Yeah, last night seemed a little bit iffy. All right, coming up next is Zerus Inc. They have 6 ballet dancers, 2 fire drummers, an angel, a puppet, and 2 aerial performers on their 35-foot trailer. They definitely look very themed out this year. I see all white, and it looks like a huge, what is that? Like a little puppet thing.
That's the puppet. Yeah, that's
Wow.
a giant puppet that they've got.
That's pretty exciting.
Very cool out there.
Wow.
Very elaborate. This is their, I believe, the first time I've seen them in the parade.
I love them dancing with the fire and everything. I wonder if that keeps them warm, being close to the fire.
It keeps you alert if you're the one working, if you're the one twirling the fire. But definitely gone all out there. Zerus Inc. Very
I love
impressive
it.
entry out there.
Yes, a whole show within itself. Pretty exciting.
And they've got, they do shows all around the Black Hills here. That takes us to the Black Hills Rugby Club. World Cup Rugby is their theme. 10 volunteers from the Rugby Club spent 6 hours completing their entry with over 1,000 lights. They have a faux rugby pitch with rugby posts and a rugby ball. They've included flags that represent the culture and diversity of the Black Hills Rugby Club.
I've seen a couple rugby games. Those are pretty intense.
It is very intense.
Very
I have
entertaining.
not played rugby, and I think I'm past the point in life that I probably should play rugby. But they're having a good time. They got the lit rugby ball out there.
I love all the flags hanging up.
Getting out
And they
there
have
on
a
the pitch.
dog.
All right. This is one of the favorites that we talked about earlier. Northwest Pipe Fittings.
And this is the Grinch's Holiday Choir. They have a sleigh presents, Mr. Grinch and reindeer. The toilets are singing songs on their decorated truck.
Yep.
The
You can see the toilet
toilets.
lids lifting along and singing along, and you go around back and you've got some guys in the back pulling the ropes, lifting the lids. This had been in the parade for a long time and disappeared for a while. And like Connie said, people asking, where are they? Well, they finally got it going and they are back.
I didn't know toilets could sing.
Well, see,
There.
you learn something every day. Scooter's Coffee Ugly Christmas Sweater Party is their theme. They're having an ugly Christmas sweater party with over 2,000 lights. 10 people worked over 7 hours on their 14-foot float. They use old decor they found in thrift stores or family storage units. They say they chose the theme because they wanted a good old-fashioned 80s Christmas. They're playing rocking around the Christmas tree and drinking coffee and hot cocoa, which sounds like a great idea on a night like tonight.
And this is the Good Samaritan Society. It looks like they decorated their holiday bus. And they have, decorated their holiday bus. Very themed out. I've never seen a decorated bus before either. So this is a first for me for everything, and I love it.
Lots of firsts down here at the parade, keeping things going. That'll take us to the Rushmore Rotary Club. Peace Begins With Me is their theme. They say the theme fits their values. About 12 club members worked on the 7x12 float, which includes nearly 1,000 white and blue lights, white tulle, and silver doves, along with an inflatable rotary wheel. Rotary is an international service organization who come together to take action to make lasting change across the globe in our communities and in themselves.
You know, I'm surprised their balloons are staying up with how cold it is. And this is the Rapid City Area Schools Transportation School Bus. I wish I went to school in one of those buses that looked like that. Very decked out. And the Christmas music.
All right, you got people riding along in the bus. They should do that during the regular school week, I
Yeah,
think.
that's a dream. I would absolutely love that.
So great to see the Rapid City School Board, Rapid City area schools in there. This is Black Hills Groom Room and Anything, and I know I'm going to steal your possible because no one loves their pet puns like Juliana. Christmas Pup Cleanup is their theme, a giant side depiction of a dog being bathed. They have 4 people on their 12x6 trailer, including family, along with furry friends Havoc, Vicious, and Peaches. Total of 1,600 lights.
It looks like they're celebrating the holidays correctly.
Goodness gracious.
Next is the Dakota Premier Medical Clinic. They're spreading holiday cheer and well wishes to be merry and healthy during the holiday season. They have nearly 3,000 red and white lights representing their business. The 20-foot float took about 10 hours to put together with 8 volunteers, and it was a family affair. The riders on the float are Dakota Premier Medical Clinic staff and their families, showcasing the importance of togetherness, which I definitely think the holidays are about.
Absolutely.
Pretty exciting. Everyone has these nice little portable fires. We should have had one too.
We got no fire over here keeping us warm. We'll have to get Josh, the man behind the scenes here, to bring us some fire.
I can only do so much.
Yeah, do more.
Yeah. Maybe bring some marshmallows too. Make some s'mores with that.
All right, next, West River Electric Association is the next one coming up the street. Brightening your holidays is what we do best is their theme. 20 dedicated volunteers and their families spent a week and a half turning their 28-foot trailer into a magical, bright atmosphere. They have over 15,000 twinkling lights. They say their commitment to brightening your holidays is embodied within their magical display. And that is one bright float we have out there. And
I'm pretty loud.
Absolutely.
Can you name any of the reindeer?
I know there's Rudolph up front. I see the bright red nose.
Rudolph?
Guiding my sleigh tonight. Others are just playing reindeer games as far as I know.
Wow.
So impressive entry there from the West River Electric Association.
Looks like there's Dasher and Dancer and Prancer, Comet and Cupid and Vixen, all made an appearance tonight.
That's impressive as well.
And this looks like it's the Tinderbox Rapid City Fine Tobacco Club. Snowy and smoky, their 7x14 float has over 18,000 lights. Whoa, 1,800 lights.
1,800, that's a big difference.
Definitely a big difference. The theme is based on South Dakota weather and their business. The cigar on the float has smoke coming from it, and that comes from a fog machine. Owner Caroline Sharp is riding on the float, and it took 15 volunteers about 90 man-hours to get this ready. And they want to thank Ron Jeffries and the fairgrounds.
I like that. The smoke and cigar is a nice touch as that cruises down. That's been a kind of a mainstay of the parade here for a little while.
I couldn't imagine if it was a real cigar and smoking like that.
That's a big one. That's a big cigar if it is. The Masonic Family is up next. The Rapid City Masonic Family consists of different organizations under the umbrella of the Grand Lodge of South Dakota. There are 2 lodges in Rapid City, one Eastern Star chapter, one Job's Daughters Bethel, and one York Rite group, and they do charitable work.
It's pretty nice.
So the Masonic Family in the Festival of Lights Parade this year.
And the next one is the 605 Jeeps, the Dog Days of Christmas. They say they chose the theme because they're a family-oriented club, and that includes their fur babies. Each Jeep took 8 to 10 hours to complete, and they say they're not very good at counting, so they're not sure how many lights are on each Jeep, but I do love the dogs.
Absolutely. And again, looks like we've got quite a line of Jeeps coming up the road here. So again, each one does their own thing, decorating their Jeep.
I wonder what kind of dogs they brought out. And you have a dog at home.
I do. I have 2 dogs at home. One of them enjoyed a delicious stick of butter off the table after Thanksgiving dinner the other night. So we'll see. I'm curious how that ends up. But
I have my wiener dog at home, and he enjoyed turkey for the first time. So.
Did he enjoy it a lot?
He did. He did.
Was he given it, or did he go grab that himself?
He was given it.
Okay.
I told him he could try it for the first time.
Okay. See, now he's not going to want dog food again.
Yeah.
All right, 605 Jeeps. Again, making their way through the parade here in downtown Rapid City, 25th year for the Festival of Lights Parade. One year it was had to move it because of a blizzard, and we missed out a couple of years ago because of COVID.
Okay.
But back running strong once again. Well, I tell you what, it's been a great parade so far. Cody Dennis standing by down on the street with more. Cody?
Thank you, guys. So the Festival of Lights Parade is actually in effect now, and I'm here with Holly, Brian, and Steven, and they just wanted to share us a little bit about what they've been doing every year for the parade. You know, you guys said you've been coming for a little while. How long have you been coming?
Probably 10 to 15 years.
15 years? And around, or I should say, what's your favorite float that you guys have seen so far?
I like the Sound Pro ones. They usually have it pretty rocking.
Mm-hmm. And what about you?
I like the Sound Pro one too.
Okay. And do you have a favorite?
Anything with music, really. That's always fun.
That's fair. And is there anything in particular that's kept you guys coming every year?
Tradition, you know?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And then it's you know, it's a little chilly tonight. Is there any considerations you guys made for the cold night?
Gloves, definitely want some gloves.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we always bring blankets. And
Hot cocoa.
Hot cocoa, absolutely.
Absolutely, that makes sense. Anything else you guys would want to share for everyone at home? Maybe a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays?
Yeah,
Holidays.
Merry
You guys
Christmas.
Have a good Christmas.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Cody. One of the things Connie talked about earlier, this is a great family tradition, and it really is great to see all the kids lined up down here, seeing the great things here at the Festival of Lights. The next one on tap, this is Quality Transmissions, their gingerbread house. Quality Transmission family spent 12 hours building their entry at their shop on Dakota Craft Drive. 15 friends and family helped building and putting this gingerbread house together. Kind of a long Christmas tradition. Families getting together, building the gingerbread house with the kids, the gingerbread man cookies.
I love building gingerbread houses. Have you made one this year?
I have not.
Okay.
You see, we even got a gingerbread man inside waving out the window there.
And the gumdrop button. How cute. I think you could dress up as a gingerbread man.
I could. It's a question if I should.
Next one is the Black Hills Jeeps. Jeeping in a winter wonderland. Club members of the Black Hills Jeep Club decorated their own Jeeps with their own lights and decorations using about 1,000 lights. 20 to 25 members are entered in the parade. Everybody is decorating in the theme of Christmas in the Black Hills.
And again, like our other Jeep group, they've got a lot of entries, which is great to see. The whole group taking part, everybody joining in, getting the families together and decorating. And these guys love to show off their Jeeps, and why not show them off when they're covered in lights?
I love seeing how many different types of Jeeps it looks like there is, and how different they all are.
Mm-hmm.
Someone has a tree on the top and someone has a tree in the back.
You know, whereas we're sitting here watching the Jeeps go by, watching lots of people walking by out here, everybody wrapped up in blankets, and people wisely dressing warmly. It's a good decision. Again, I don't know how many Jeeps, did they say how many Jeeps there were?
It didn't. Looks like quite a few though. And I see another Grinch. There's so many Grinches out here. But it looks like regardless of how many Grinches are in the parade, we still have a lot of people keeping the holiday spirit.
Absolutely. There goes yet another Grinch.
I love the Grinch.
That's a good Grinch.
What? He has Santa on the back. Oh, no.
That's a good Grinch costume.
That is.
That's a hardcore one right there.
Well, I hope that's not our Santa that's supposed to be coming up here soon.
No. The real Santa is coming up later on in the parade. Always kind of wrapping things up. And always a treat for the kids, so.
I'm pretty excited to see him.
Now, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
I really like Home Alone 2.
Okay.
Elf, the Santa Claus movies, and the Polar Express. I think I can just...
Movie, singular. Now I get a whole list here. This is the Mercy Gate Church Box Elder. They had a dozen volunteers work on their float using 3,000 Christmas lights. The music on the float is being played live by their worship team. They say their goal in this and everything they do is to glorify our risen Savior. So live music traveling down in the parade. Great to see that out here.
Yeah, it's very nice. They sound really nice too.
listen to them for a second out here.
And coming up, oh, still the Mercy Gate Church. But I can definitely hear the 605 riders coming up behind them, all revving their engines. Well, it's a motocross Christmas. Their float coming up features bikes and local motocross riders and racers. Yeah, this is pretty exciting. I just got my motorcycle license, so.
Okay.
Kind of similar. But I definitely couldn't do any of that.
Again, more of the 605 motorcycle riders. You saw the guys on the bikes. Now we have bikes on the float with a Christmas tree.
I love how festive their bikes are.
So they have gone all out to celebrate Christmas here with us at the Festival of Lights Parade.
Definitely hear all their engines going down the street.
We've had Harleys over the years, we've had motocross bikes, we've had all kinds of motorcycles out here.
Well, seeing all these lights is warming me up downtown, and our Cody Dennis is also roaming around, so let's see what he's up to.
Thanks, guys. The Festival of Lights Parade is in full swing now, and I'm here with Cody and Brandon to talk a little bit about what their favorite float is. What's y'all's favorite float in the parade?
I really like the one so far with the house and the linemen and all the reindeer. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I thought that was really cool as well. What about you?
My favorite floats are always the ones with the horses, and there were quite a few at the beginning, so that was really cool.
The horses have received a lot of love from what I've heard so far. And have you guys come, is this your returning year? Is this your first year? What is it like for you guys?
I've been coming since attending Mines in college, 5-6 years ago, graduated. So.
Okay, so a little while then.
Yep.
And what about you?
I've been coming a few years on and off. We're originally from here, but we moved to Minnesota, so we're back to see family. So we come when we can.
No, that's fair. And I know it's a little bit cold tonight. Was there anything you guys did to kind of prepare for that cold?
Bundle up as much as possible. Hot chocolate for the road.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then anything else you guys want to share? Maybe a Merry Christmas or a Happy Holidays for the people back at home?
Sure. Merry Christmas, family.
Merry Christmas, Mom and Dad.
Thank you, guys. Back to y'all.
Thank you, Cody. And I know Santa Claus is right around the corner, so I hope you've been good this year.
Moderately. The next one up is the Meltdown Rolled Ice Cream. Their ice cream shop, their rolled ice cream trailer is pulled by their truck and is all lit up out there. I know if tonight's the night for ice cream. It's definitely a night for an ice cream float. I'm not sure if you want ice cream, but I eat a ton of ice cream. So really any day is a great day for ice cream.
I love ice cream, but I also love food in general, so I can have any snack at any time.
Sounds like we have some more live music coming down.
Yeah, I hear some drums, which means it's the Douglas High School drum line, and their theme is Hawaiian Christmas. The drum line is playing and riding on their Hawaiian-themed floats, which sounds nice and toasty. I love when floats have drums in there. It just makes it feel extra festive.
Just something extra cool about a drum line.
Yeah. At least they're on the float and don't have to walk with their heavy drums.
You keep moving like that, it helps keep you warm. So great job by the Douglas Patriots High School drum line. Next up is Corys Point Tire and Auto Service. Dreaming of a White Christmas is their theme. This is the first time the Brown family has entered a float. They had 5 volunteers, put about 18 hours in to finish it, using about 2,000 lights. They've got a pickup pulling the 24-foot trailer. And the surface of the float is covered with snow, features a small forest of white Christmas trees and a snowman made of tires. It was primarily designed and built by Charity Brown with help from family members and employees of Corys Point. I like that, a tire snowman.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that before.
That's a nice touch.
Some nice white tires. And coming up, it looks like the Cub Scout Pack 28, and their theme is ice fishing. Scout Pack 28 from Box Elder put together this ice fishing float to show off one of the fun things they do as Cub Scouts. The whole pack helped with the float. That's pretty popular up here, isn't it? Ice fishing?
Yes, it is. This is a big ice fishing area.
And that's pretty cool too.
And the Cub Scouts always do a lot of cool stuff. I always like the Pinewood Derby. That was kind of my favorite thing when I was a Cub Scout, was getting in the Pinewood Derby.
Have you been ice fishing?
I have gone out and done stories on ice fishing. I have never ice fished myself, but I could. This is the South Dakota National Guard. South Dakota National Guard culture, mission, and community is their theme. The South Dakota National Guard celebrating its culture of excellence, history, and family, along with its mission of being always ready, always there with everyone in every community. They say, you are who we serve with pride and professionalism in all we do. So thank you for the service from the South Dakota National Guard.
I love the big truck they brought out.
And a second theme, a second one from the Guard, got a Jeep out there.
Definitely love all the Jeeps.
Sounds like the Marine theme that they're playing out there.
Wow, that's definitely a big truck. I feel like these things don't look that big on like camera and stuff, but when you really look at them in person, these things are huge.
All right, that's the third vehicle we've had here from the South Dakota National Guard. Great to see them participating and going all out for the parade this year.
All right, and this is the West River Mental Health, Giving Hope. They are up to 10 people on the 7x10 foot float. They have a tree, yarn, company signs, and 20 strands of lights along with cardboard boxes and wrapping paper. Rope lights and a wooden frame were built for the ribbon and signs. The staff at West River Mental Health want to remind everyone that Christmas isn't just about giving gifts, but giving ourselves compassion and care during these times.
And they're followed up by Hayes Contracting LLC celebrating a family Christmas. They had 20 family members work on their float, which was built at their company headquarters. We got lights draped across the hood and out the front of that truck.
The little candy canes on the back.
And lots of people taking a ride behind them.
Coming up is the Freedom Mobile Wash and Detail. It's your freedom to share. They say they are shining and glowing with the Christmas spirit. And of course, the dinosaur on the back. I'm surprised that T-Rex can hold the little present with his little arms.
Oh, he's tough. You'd be surprised what a T-Rex can do when they puts his mind to it. And behind them is the Nausea Shrine Provost Unit. They have an enclosed trailer with a fez on top. 4 volunteers put about 2,000 lights out there. They got Bugs Bunny riding up front, and again the fez behind from the Nausea Shrine Provost Unit. And some Shriners on the back, enjoying the evening and celebrating the Christmas holiday.
I love how they made the box like the hat they wear. The red hat. And I can definitely hear the drums coming up behind them, which is the Rapid City Christian School drum line. Blue and gold, the RCC Comets colors. 20 volunteers took about 30 hours over the course of 10 days. They have 4,000 lights on the flatbed, and the drum line consists of 12 students who audition for the drum line in the fall. They perform at marching band events, games, and parades. This is the drum line's first appearance in the parade, and they are under the direction of Matt Polo. Oh, they're playing some Christmas music.
Yeah, they're pulling off Deck the Halls with drums. That's impressive.
Now, can you sing Deck the Halls?
They sound great. Can I sing it?
Yeah.
I think we should just listen to the drum group. So their first appearance in the parade, and they're making it a good one.
Yeah.
They sound great.
Now their Santa hats.
always nice to get live music down here. We've had groups singing, we've had drum lines, we've had all kinds of stuff down here.
I love live Christmas music, but I love Christmas in general. So
now, do you ride around with Christmas music in your car months ahead of time?
Yes, I do. I have a playlist called Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So it has all my favorite Christmas music in it. So I can share it with you if you want.
That would be great. We'll catch up with that in a little bit. This is the Black Hills Snowmobile Club. Family Night Ride is their theme. Club members are warming up next to a fire and in a warming shelter on a family night ride in the Black Hills. They have more than 30,000 lights. And the club members spent more than 100 hours working on it. The snowmobiles are on the float thanks to members and Rice's Rapid Motorsports. The Black Hills Snowmobile Club encourages families to get out and ride this winter and join the Snowmobile Club to keep the sport alive in the Black Hills.
That's cool. Have you ever been on a snowmobile?
I have.
Okay.
I have. It's a good time.
As
long as you're dressed right.
Really? Because the wind and everything.
Gotta be dressed right. But they are dressed right. Again, fire and the snowmobiles from the Black Hills Snowmobile Club.
And right behind it is the Seven Brew. They are a new coffee franchise which originated out of Arkansas. 8 employees volunteered to help, and it took 25 to 30 hours to complete their float using 800 lights. I've seen the Seven Brew, and it definitely has the lights glowing all around it. It's pretty exciting. They have workers standing outside. I'm like, I don't know how you guys are braving the cold.
All right, this is the Minuteman Federal Credit Union. Their theme, a piggy bank Christmas, a giant piggy bank with coins and $100 bills. I would like a $100 bill for Christmas.
That would be very nice. Do people still collect coins? Is that a thing?
They do.
Okay.
People do collect coins.
You know, my brother has a whole jar of change at home, but I feel like he was the reason we had a coin shortage.
Okay, this is Black Hills Life Flight. And they built this out during off time with their employees. They've got the helicopter in the back. Again, Black Hills Life Flight, and again, another group with some fire burning in the back there. So great to see Black Hills Life Flight.
And this looks like the Minuteman Federal Credit Union. The Piggy Bank Christmas. Giant piggy bank with coins and $100 bills.
Oh, it's a live piggy bank.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be a static piggy bank, but they have taken this a step further.
And a live $100 bill.
They're not tossing $100 bills to the crowd, though, as it turns out.
At least they're not throwing coins either.
This is true. Next up is Rapid City Solid Waste. They're doing this year in memory of Dylan Evans, one of their collection drivers. They tragically lost one of their drivers a couple of weeks ago, wanted to dedicate this truck to him. They say Dylan always had a smile on his face and always supported his team, and they miss him. They decorated one of their garbage trucks. They want to encourage everyone to recycle their Christmas lights at participating locations because they jam up the machinery if you just throw them in with the regular recyclables.
I heard about that. Mm-hmm. And this is the Rushmore Athletics cheerleading. Rushmore Athletics competitive cheerleaders are on their cheer floats.
And competitive cheerleading is really becoming a bigger thing all the time.
Yeah.
You see that on ESPN and you watch those, and those are just stunning. And the things they're doing locally here, very impressive as well.
I've seen some Netflix documentaries on it, and it's very intense.
Yes, it is.
I don't even think I could do a cartwheel. So
maybe we'll close the show out with Juliana trying to do a cartwheel. All right, lots of kids back there waving and feeling like a part of Christmas. And that's what this is all about. And the Rushmore Thunder is up next. They say the magic of the holiday season blends with the thrilling world of hockey. At 18 feet, their float is a winter wonderland on wheels. A layer of snow covers the surface. It's surrounded by hockey players dressed in Rushmore Thunder uniforms. A hockey net is at the front of the float with a puck frozen in midair and a Christmas tree there adorned with lights. So Rushmore Thunder has been a lot of success out on the ice, and a successful entry here in the Festival of Lights Parade as well.
And this is Skull Construction, a classic Christmas. Skull Construction employee volunteers put about 40 hours into their float. They say a traditional classic Christmas is very important to continue the Christmas spirit and the magic of this time of the year. And they use about 5,000 lights. That's a pretty great amount of lights.
That is a bright trailer they have here from Skull Construction. And the Solitary Beauty Salon is next, getting holiday party ready. They say they chose the theme with fun and creative hair to showcase the encouragement to express yourself. 7 volunteers put 2,000 lights on over about 12 hours. They wanted to make sure they had enough room. They used one of their volunteers' personal car shops. They got somebody out there under a dryer.
Yeah.
That's generating some heat.
This is St. Paul's Lutheran Church. Jesus is the light of the world. They want their float to proclaim the reason for the season is Jesus. They are playing traditional Christmas carols. And a giant gingerbread cookie and another dinosaur. Wow, Santa's VIP.
That is, I believe, the destination, maybe the destination Rapid City float. I'm not sure who we had there.
And this looks like it's Miss South Dakota, Miranda O'Brien. She's wearing a glowing crown, so she's definitely in the holiday
Yes, this is
spirit.
the Miss South Dakota organization. Miranda O'Brien, my former co-anchor.
Yes.
Now Miss South Dakota, getting ready for the Miss America pageant. And Miss Teen USA, Lindsay Fingston, is behind there as well. So great to see them out here at the parade.
I think this one is St. Luke.
This is St. Paul's Lutheran Church.
They said Jesus is the light of the world. They want their float to proclaim the reason for the season is Jesus. They are playing traditional Christmas carols. Oh, they're singing.
More live music. And this will be Four Seasons Motorsports and Marine. Jingle on the Waves is their theme. They are rocking the parade with a total of 16,500 lights that were carefully put together by their 26 employees. Took them 12 hours to do that. They decorated the Polaris snowmobiles, Malibu boat, Polaris Ranger and Razor every evening after work. And their Four Seasons Motorsport family and friends are riding along and listening to jingle bells. They say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Oh, wow. I've never seen a boat float.
There you got the boat. You got the Rangers and Razors behind that.
Couple snowmen. All right, and this looks like Midwestern Mechanical. Happy Hula Day. And this is their second year in the parade. They chose their theme because we all love the Who's from Whoville. Volunteers spent about 20 hours putting 3,500 lights on their 20-foot float. They are playing a series of joyful Christmas songs.
And they got a dancing Grinch on the back.
Yes.
And you got that pun, the Happy Hula Day.
Yes, I love puns. Do you like the Grinch Christmas movie?
I can't. I love the original Grinch cartoon.
Okay.
Narrated by Boris Karloff.
Oh, okay.
You can't get any better than that.
This is Celebrate Recovery World of Hope. They decorated their 22-foot, 15-passenger bus that they used to pick people up and celebrate recovery on Sunday nights. They wrapped it in multicolored net lights. Looks pretty nice and warm on that bus.
Absolutely. If you're going to ride inside. That's what I say.
Ride inside.
So celebrate recovery, word of hope. Great to see them here at the Festival of Lights Parade as we move on. It's been an impressive night so far, but it is far from done. This will take us to Rick and Chris Jordan. Happy Birthday, Jesus is their theme. A 22 by 8 foot 1947 Dodge truck is decorated with more than 1,200 lights. It was built at the Johnson Ranch in Sturgis. They are shining a spotlight on the true reason for the season, and they were helped by Believers Fellowship in Sturgis. So very cool old truck, 1947 Dodge, making its way through the parade. Looks like it is still running strong, and
the antlers and the giant red nose is pretty exciting.
it is a nice touch out there. What old 40s Dodge truck should not have a Rudolph nose on the front?
And this looks like it's the Coop Council. See the light? The future of South Dakota is a native boat. They have a small flatbed trailer with banners, see the light, native vote now. It is centered around a large torch of fire-colored lights and festive seasonal colored lights and decor.
And they're drawing some cheers as they come by our area here. This will take us to Customs Truck and Auto. A custom Christmas is their theme.
That's a huge truck.
That is a big truck out there, and it's even bigger one right behind it.
I've never seen a car with 2 extra doors behind it.
Well, that is Customs. And that's custom with a K and a Z, so.
I love the guy's elf hats. I should have brought us elf hats.
Extra edgy.
Very large truck. And this is
Thai Construction. As they roll through, they've got their truck pulling their trailer, plenty of lights on that, and looks like we've got reindeer and trees and all kinds of stuff on top of that.
Pretty bright
Thai
green.
Construction makes their way through the parade.
Hail restoration specialists. And this is Black Hills Dumpster Rentals. And they have 3 trucks at this year's Festival of Lights Parade. They have a giant green dinosaur on top.
Is that a dinosaur or is that a duck?
I'm pretty sure that's a dinosaur. I've never seen a green duck though, so it could be.
Okay.
It could be.
I looked like it had a bill, but I don't know.
Some kind of
They're
dinosaur.
looking very festive with the green lights on the first truck.
The one behind it's multicolored. Wow.
And another one right behind.
That's exciting. Wow. I've never heard such a majestic horn.
And you're looking at Black Hills Dumpster Rentals here as we kind of make our way towards the end of this year's parade.
And that looks like Santa.
And there is Santa.
I hope you've been good this year, Jack.
Youth and Family Services, Santa is coming to town. Santa's here to kick off this year's Christmas season. And Santa and Youth and Family Services wishes everyone a joy-filled holiday season.
Definitely looks like he's checking that list twice to see if there's been anyone naughty this year.
So always a treat to see Santa Claus wrapping up the parade, a treat for the kids. You know, we're talking about Christmas movies. My favorite Christmas movie is the original Miracle on 34th Street, which kind of all starts with Santa making his way through the parade. So again, excellent parade this year.
That was very exciting.
Yeah, that's the first time you've seen this, and some of the old favorites are back. The Singing Johns was there. We had some new ones. Kind of ones that stood out to me was the Rapid City Christian drum line. They were really putting on a good show out there. Managed to pull Deck the Halls off with drums. So
yeah, I loved all of the Christmas dinosaurs, all the Grinches I saw. It seemed like everyone was pretty excited despite how cold it was. Everyone kept up that holiday spirit.
Absolutely. So it's been an excellent night out here. Cody Dennis has been down on the street talking to people about how much they enjoyed the parade, and everybody really has kind of come to love this tradition. 25 years now. So
Wow, I'm glad I was here for a remarkable night.
yeah, glad you were able to be here as well. So it's been a great, fun evening. We want to thank all of our crew that made this all possible. They're out here working hard all day long, getting this ready to go. We want to thank you for joining us. We want to thank our sponsors. It's been a great night.
Yes,
here at the Festival of Lights
thank you for
Parade.
joining me on my first time here. You guys made it extra special for me.
All right, that'll do it for us. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and thanks for joining us, and I hope to see you again here next year. Good night.
KEVN Black Hills Fox hopes you have enjoyed this presentation of the Festival of Lights Parade, brought to you in part by Coca-Cola Bottling Company High Country and Black Hills Energy.